your greatest financial resource is the love you share with your mate. Oh.
That's right.
It's so interesting that the partnership between two people can create the magnet for love and money. And how it's interesting also how people don't, like, we don't know that, and it's completely upside down what people think love and money really is, and what you need to do or not do to receive love and money. Fortunately, there's a How to Talk to Men book that by Mia Sage, and it uncovers the secrets of partnership and relationship between all sexes, men and women. It could be two women, it could be two men. It's a partnership. Yes. And today we're just gonna share a little bit about our experiences of what we see, how money and love moves, and the role of a woman and the role of a man, so, or the masculine and the feminine, the yin and the yang, right? As in the book, it shows that the yin is the receptive force, it's the love, and the yang is the masculine force, which is the creative, the
Money.
the money, the money. Yes, yes. And how that together, when it works in harmony, it attracts love and money. And then I loved what Guzal said also in our Russian recording, is that in the front of the book, you have the fire and the water. So the water is the feminine and the fire is the masculine. And then if it's too much water, then you put out the fire. And if it's too much fire, you evaporate, like if you dry it out, it dries out the water. So this book talks about the harmony between the two, where the woman does not put out a man's fire, and then the man does not make a woman dry. So
Wow. Just to find the balance, right? That's what between sexes.
Yes, yes. And really, there's no one in the world that I've known in my 40 something years, that anybody who's telling the truth about this, or who's really honest and shares the secrets, except Mia Sage and How to Talk to Men book, and our How to Talk to Men trainings, and in Sage University classes. You could really, you get the secrets that you've never heard before, but when you hear it, it's the truth. You sense it, you feel it. It's very, very feminine and receptive work. So I'm curious, what is it for you? Love and money and partnership. What is your experience, or anything that you want to share or add for our listeners, for us?
It's the same, like I shared in the Russian version about couples. The business community really attracts to work with stable couple. And I love your story, like you are, when you go out with your man, for some reason, people very attractive to you. That's so interesting. The connection between men and women, and when it's really very harmony in between. So you can attract business, you can attract people, you can attract anything. People would like to talk to you, they want to be around you. So that's really magnetic, right?
Very, I just remembered like a few times when we go out, we're very playful with each other. So we like hold each other, we make jokes, we make faces, we play. And the other day we were walking and I was holding him, and there's a couple and they're walking towards us, and we're just walking and I'm holding him, and they pass by and the guy says to her, he says, why don't you hold me like that?
Oh,
And they turn around and they said, it took us years to get here and a lot of training, so we could play like this. And he said, ha ha ha. And we just kept on walking. And then another couple, we were in Target and we were in different aisles and we were kind of laughing at each other from different aisles and just playing in the store. And then another woman, she was walking by and she said, you guys are so cute. It's so sweet. She said, you really made my day. I haven't seen a couple play like this in a long time. So, like kind of love still exists in a way. So yeah, my few stories.
Mhm.
can you imagine people, they don't even have that connection. For them, it's like, oh, wow, you made my day. What is that? Like, that's really strange, right?
Mhm.
People didn't know how to be connected to each other. That's why we have this book. Like,
Yes.
you have to see that. You have to see and have that book. It's changed my life. It really changed my life. I see that differently. Like you said, hey, it's take like many years to learn that. Yes, it's take some time, but better than it is before.
Yeah. More so like unlearn it, like unlearning bad habits. Just really unlearning bad habits. Everything that we're doing now and everything that's in this book, we already know this. We just learned some bad habits, so here we unlearn them.
Oh.
True. Very true. I was just remembering, as you ladies were talking about, right before COVID, my man and I started going to this business club together. And like I was there for about a year before then, and I started making connections. But it was not until he started coming with me, and then people started seeing that we are in a stable, very strong partnership, that everyone just started getting attracted, and they wanted to meet us, and we were known as the power couple in the whole club. When COVID changed some things around, and it just has me wonder, like how powerful, how it starts, right? Like the business starts with somebody for you to catch the ball, for somebody to give you feedback, for somebody to throw back that ball so that the game starts. Very, very powerful partnership. It starts with a partnership.
That's with the partnership. Yeah.
True partnership, where two people are in it to play the game, to play and make each other's lives better.
That's the balance. That's the balance. That's this what you just said. Mm-hmm. Like if the masculine's in it to make the feminine shine, then the water is always flowing. And if the feminine, that's how I understand it. I don't, and if the feminine wants the fire and she just, makes that fire even brighter, but without putting out her own self. Some of it is.
I was noticing something in the last couple of days, because I was spending more time with women in here in Texas, and I'm picking up more of a receptive energy. And so before that, with my man, it was like, oh, come on, because we're living far away now, and it's taking a little bit of a toll on the partnership. And it started kind of going, like, adding a little bit more pressure to it, up until very recently, especially yesterday. I dropped all of my guards and I went fully receptive, and I said, look, this is how things are. And all of a sudden, like, I felt like I dropped my guns, right? Like I dropped everything, and he wants to help immediately. He's like, he went all defensive, defensive of me. Said, hey, it's only been a couple of weeks. It's only been this. It's like you're putting too much pressure on yourself. Don't worry about this. I got your back. And I realized that this habit of constantly wanting to control and being in charge is not working, because it's like water cannot be fire. It can't be fire. It also can't be too much water, right? I just gotta let him do what he does best, which is protect me. So it's just a reminder, like in the partnership, who's the water and who's the fire.
Yes. And if you, I love what you just said. I love it, Aaliyah. Thank you so much for sharing that, because for a woman, a lot of times the woman might think, well, if I go weak, then like they assume like the water or the feminine is somehow weak. But no, not at all. Water is super powerful. Water gets everywhere.
Any form.
Any form. Yes, yes. So for women out there listening, a feminine is not weak. Feminine is actually very, very powerful.
Strength and force.
Yes, yes.
Power.
Power, yes. But don't believe me. Read the book. Okay, come to the training. The How to Talk to Men training. And then there was something else that you said at the end, Aaliyah, the last one, something about not going off script. Could you say that please to our listeners?
So what our trainer said is, if you want pure harmony in your relationship, is you read the book, you make it your script for life with your man, and use that script and never go off of it. Because that's where the harmony is.
Yeah. Sweet. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, everyone who is here listening. We appreciate you very, very much. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.